I don't know why companies want to go viral for the wrong reasons, but in this day and age of social media, and they still keep trying it with the racism, I just don't get it. This woman right here, Darlene, she had an experience with Woody's Cheesesteak in Buckhead, and she posted a video. Now, Darlene, they chose the wrong woman or the right woman when they decided to be racist. So this woman, Darlene McCoy, or I am Darlene on her Twitter, she is an author, a national recording artist, and a radio host. They chose the wrong one that day. And she's also Team Scorpio like me. I am a Scorpio woman. I also post things and I share Black women's stories. So they chose the wrong one today. This particular day, she went to Woody's Cheesesteak, and it's listed here. She went to Woody's Cheesesteak, she gave her name, and instead of the employee putting her name, which is Darlene, this employee decided to say or call her Darky instead of Darlene. Now, she brought it to his attention, and instead of him apologizing, despite the fact that I'm sure, we are all sure, that it was on purpose, instead of him adjusting his behavior and apologizing, he left it as Darky. As this woman said, when she brought it to his attention and he still refused to change it or apologize, he knew. Yes, he knew that he was wrong. So you would think, would this person be fired for causing this brouhaha, especially, in this day and age of social media and viral stories? Did he get fired? The answer is this man right here is the owner of Woody's, and he doubled down and said that he apologized, but that the employee probably just didn't hear well, didn't know how to spell Darlene well. I believe his name is Steve Renner, and this was part of his comment. He uses abbreviations a lot. He was typing the name Darley. Unfortunately, the K and L are next to each other. He simply hit K instead of L, Renner said, adding that the employee, who is Hispanic, may have also had a language barrier in understanding. I think he does the best he can, taking drink orders, sandwich orders, but a lot of the rest was lost. There's never been an experience like this before. So instead of just apologizing and saying we will take appropriate action, he attempted to make sense out of this nonsensical behavior. Don't worry, Mr. Renner. We will take appropriate action and continue to share your information with other people so other people won't just go there and be mistaken and called a racial slur.
I just had a very racist situation just happen to me right here in Buckhead.
Yeah, the Buckhead area of Atlanta. This woman's friend tells her this place, Woody's, has an amazing veggie cheesesteak. You should try it out. So she goes in and orders one. And when she places her order, something happens.
I placed my order. What is your name? I said, Darlene. This joker put Darky, D-A-R-K-Y. And I'm going to show you. He put Darky for my name. And I saw it because, I paid through my phone so it came up on the thing, Darky. I'm like, why would you call me Darky? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know your name is Darlene. I said, so why didn't you put Darlene? Why did you put Darky? And he was like, don't worry about it. That's just for me. I'm like, but I don't want to be called Darky, so cancel my order and give me my money back. He says, I'm not doing that. I don't give money back. I don't give refunds. Look at this. Look at that. When he called my name, he said, Darlene. I came up. I said, please give me my receipt. And he said, it's nothing. I mean, I just put Darky just for me. I'm like, no, you put Darky. And I'm a black woman. That is extremely insensitive. And I asked you to change it. And you told me you wouldn't change it. I asked you to give me my money back because I don't even want the food. You said you don't give refunds. I said, you know, had you been a little bit apologetic, had you shown a little bit of humanity in this, I wouldn't do what I'm about to do. But you got the right one, baby. You got the right one. I'm very sick of racism in this society. I'm sick of it, and I'm not going to allow this to go.
Yeah, that's just for me. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's some interesting information up there that I'm sure some people might want to use for things. If you're in that area, maybe find anywhere else for a cheesesteak. Because call me crazy, but when I order a delicious cheesesteak, a side of racism really doesn't taste good.
I was gone. I threw it in the trash. It's just, I would never eat their food, ever.
A trip to a Buckhead sandwich shop left one woman with a bad taste in her mouth today. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. She says when she placed her order, the employee used a racial slur on the receipt instead of her name.
And what's more, she says the employee refused to apologize.
Tonight, we are hearing from her as well as the owner of the business.
Look at this. What does that say? You say darky?
Radio personality and singer Darlene McCoy Jackson took to Instagram, addressing her thousands of followers about the incident that happened Friday at Woody's Cheesesteaks in Buckhead.
When they took the order, he asked me my name, and I said Darlene. And he typed in darky, and I noticed it when I was paying for it because the name came up on the screen. And I said, wait a minute. I said, my name is Darlene. He says, oh, yeah, I heard you. I said, but you have darky written in there. Could you change that? He says, no.
She says when she pointed out the issue, the employee was rude and dismissive and refused to offer a refund.
I said, sir, all I asked you was to be a little bit more sensitive to this. You can't call black people darky.
First and foremost, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry to Miss Darlene and the experience that she had today, because it's not what we're about at Woody's. We're about inclusivity. We're about diversity. We're about respect for everybody.
Woody's owner Steve Renner is apologizing, but also says his employee made a simple mistake.
He uses abbreviations a lot, and when he heard the name Darlene, he didn't know exactly how to type it into the computer, so he was typing the name Darly, D-A-R-L-Y, and that was his remembrance for when he went to call her name when the order was ready.
He says the employee, who is Hispanic, may have had a language barrier in understanding.
There is a little bit of a language barrier, and he does the best he can, taking cheesesteak orders and orders for soda, but a lot of the rest was lost. I've known the employee for many years, and there's never been an experience like this before.
Renner says he will work with the employee to better communicate with customers in the future. As for McCoy, she says the experience has left her disheartened.
I was my first-time customer. Now I'm a last-time customer. I'll never be back.